Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another brand new video. I hope you guys are all doing well. So this morning, Bitcoin right now is finally back above $31,000. So just last night, I actually saw this last night, and of course earlier this morning, that we actually broke right above $31,000 once again. Okay, and now a few hours later, okay, Bitcoin is still above $31,000. Okay, so that's absolutely amazing to see. Bitcoin is in fact pumping, okay, where it was from yesterday. Yesterday we did in fact see Bitcoin, still, down at $30,000, around 30,700, and of course 30,600. So it's great to see that Bitcoin is now breaking above, okay, $31,000 once again. And the reason why I say once again is because we know for the past few days we have in fact been seeing Bitcoin breaking above $31,000. We saw one right here, obviously. We saw one right here, 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 and now what we are seeing right now is in fact another breakout to $31,000. Now the real question here is, will Bitcoin, okay, all of a sudden drop back down to 30K once again, like what it's been doing for the past few days? Or is this the actual breakout where we actually see Bitcoin, okay, continue to pump up to the upside all the way to $32,000? And I told you guys this many times that once we actually see Bitcoin break $32,000, okay, I think that rally will in fact continue on to the upside. Okay, we will in fact see another leg up, another rally up for Bitcoin, right? So yeah, this is just the beginning for Bitcoin. Okay, this is literally just the beginning for Bitcoin. We will see what's going to happen with Bitcoin in the next upcoming few hours, maybe, or maybe in the next few days. But hopefully, fingers crossed, this is in fact a breakout to $32,000, and then we'll continue on from there on. But it's not just Bitcoin that is in fact pumping. Other altcoins are in fact slightly pumping as well. But I have to say, not much movements at all, right, for altcoins. But majority of them, right, are not really moving, but some of them are in fact pumping. You guys can clearly see that the global crypto market cap has gone up a lot, right, this morning. You guys can clearly see it's still above 1.2 trillion. Now it's at 1.22 trillion. So that's absolutely amazing to see. And overall, the market today is up 1.2%, pretty much 1.3%. So you guys can clearly see for the past 24 hours, Bitcoin is up over 1%. Ethereum, not much movements, but we did in fact see a pump, of course, for Ethereum, but not much movements as of right now. Cardano, 1.6%. Polygon, 3.7%. You guys can see Litecoin is actually down today, 5.7%. We actually saw it a couple of days ago pumping, but today it's actually, having a slight drop, which is understandable. Okay, we know the Litecoin halving is in fact, right around the corner, like literally in 1 month time. That's when the Litecoin is going to have its halving event, so be excited for that. Solana's down 2.9%, pretty much 3% today, still holding up very well at $19. Bitcoin Cash down 5%. Fair few altcoins, okay, not much to remember. You guys can see Cosmos is actually up 4.3%. You guys can clearly see that Chainlink, right? Chainlink is actually listed at number 21. It was at 22. Now it's at 21. So Chainlink is slowly, going up, which is amazing to see. And I told you guys that Chainlink is going to be one of those altcoins that's going to be in the top 10, right? You guys know I'm very bullish with Chainlink. So just keep your eye on Chainlink, because I'm telling you guys right now, in the next bull market, it's going to absolutely pump. Just like with Bitcoin and, majority of other altcoins, I wouldn't say all altcoins will pump, but majority of them will pump. Now, in this video, I want to show you guys a fair few charts. Okay, starting off with this one. It looks like Bitcoin is in fact having a breakout, so it's just a matter of time. Right now, as you can clearly see, this is in fact a resistance line, okay, of $31,000, and that's exactly where Bitcoin is at right now. It's clearly above this resistance line of $31,000. So I told you guys, like, if we don't see Bitcoin have a breakdown back down to 30K, okay, we will potentially see this rally continue on to the upside and reach $32,000. And once it actually reaches 32K, in my opinion, I think it's just going to continue to rise from there, right? But we will see, okay, because right now, Bitcoin's calling out 31,100, okay? We will see, okay, because we could potentially see Bitcoin break down back down below, 30K, but we will see. It looks like Bitcoin is in fact about to have a breakout. So it's looking pretty good for Bitcoin, right? It really, really is, guys. So it's all about patience here. And now you guys can clearly see this, right? Another year, Bitcoin has reclaimed the yellow band in the Mayer multiple indicator. I've never heard of this chart before, but you guys can clearly see this yellow line. It has, went back up to this yellow line, and then the next target is pretty much at this orange line, and it's indicating that's going to reach pretty much $60,000. So Bitcoin is looking pretty good right now. It's still holding up very well. It's in the right path right now to reach that price target of 60K. And I told you guys many times, towards the end of this year in 2023, I do in fact see Bitcoin reaching at least $50,000 or over $50,000. That's just my personal opinion. Okay, I think that's a very realistic price for Bitcoin to reach this year alone in 2023, and then of course in 2024 when that's going to be a exciting year, more exciting than this year, right? Trust me on that one, because obviously we have the Bitcoin halving, and once we have the halving, that's when Bitcoin tends to pump the most, right? So once we see that, obviously in 2024, I think it's going to be that year where we actually see Bitcoin reach back up to its previous all-time highs, which was in fact at 69K, and of course reach a new all-time high. And I really do believe towards the end of the year in 2024, we will in fact see a 100K Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is still looking pretty good right now, right? It really, really is. So will this continue, right? Will we have a breakout? Okay, and short term, will we see Bitcoin pump to at least $39,000? Now, a lot of people are in fact predicting that we're going to see Bitcoin break, up to $35,000, $38,000, $39,000, $40,000. Yes, that is very, very possible. And I think we could potentially see that for this month in July. That's exactly what I told you guys in yesterday's stream, in yesterday's videos. So if you guys haven't seen those videos, you guys definitely check it out. But yes, it seems like everyone is in fact predicting that Bitcoin's next price targets to hit is around $35,000, $38,000, $39,000, just like what this chart is indicating. And of course, over $40,000 around this month. So it sounds crazy, but I think that's very, very possible for Bitcoin. Okay, it really, really is. It seems like it wants to break out from $31,000, this resistance line, and it will, right? It will. Eventually, it will. It's all about patience, guys. Okay, it's really, really all about patience, right? Bitcoin likes to consolidate. Who knows? Bitcoin could potentially consolidate at this level in the next couple of days, right? Who realistically really knows, right? But Bitcoin is still holding up very well above 30K, and that's really all that matters, really, in my opinion, right? So it's looking pretty good for Bitcoin. Okay, it really, really is. Now we are in fact seeing this little retest plus 2-week buy signal. Okay, and you guys can clearly see this has happened only in 2015, 2019, and 2020. You guys can clearly see that, right? And every single time we have this retest plus 2-week buy signal, that's what it's called, right? Every time we see that, Bitcoin pumps, right? Every single time. Okay, pretty much, right? You guys can just clearly see that every single time we see this, okay, it just pumps. You guys can just clearly see that back in 2015, right here, right? And then it pumped, and then it had a little drop again, and then we had one right here and one right here, and then it pumped, and then it dropped again. And we are in fact seeing one right now, apparently. So it seems like Bitcoin will, slowly recover. You guys understand that this year we're not gonna. I don't think personally, right? I don't think this year we're gonna see Bitcoin reach back up to its previous all-time highs. And hey, if it does, amazing, right? But personally, I think it's just gonna reach around 50K or over 50K, right? So this year is all about recoveries. You know what I mean? And clearly, Bitcoin has in fact been recovering from its previous lows, right? It's clearly forming a new pattern up to the upside from this falling wedge that we have in fact been seeing all of 2022 and from its bottom. So it's slowly pumping up, guys. You guys can just clearly see that. So this is absolutely amazing to see for Bitcoin. And I think this year alone is all about recoveries. Okay, it really, really is. And it's like a magnet, right? Since it is in fact pumping, right, just like throughout Bitcoin history, right, every single time it hits bottom, it will recover. So what we saw pretty much back in 2019, right, we know 2018 Bitcoin was in fact dropping massively, and not just Bitcoin but altcoins as well, because we were in fact pretty much in a bear market. And then 2019 we saw it slowly recover, right? That's exactly what we are seeing right now for 2023. And then we know the year 2024, that's going to be the halving, right? Just like in 2020, right? It was 2019, that was a recovery, and then 2020 we had the halving. So it's pretty much just like that, guys, right? History is pretty much repeating itself. Okay, so the bull market, I wouldn't say we are in fact 100% in a bull market just yet. We're still in a bear market, right? But I will say this, this is the beginning of the next bull market. So be excited for that for all my Bitcoin holders out there, right? So it's looking pretty good for Bitcoin right now. And then there's also this chart, okay, and it's flashed a signature responsible for the previous all-time highs, and then it's saying here that we could potentially see Bitcoin reach $105,000 target, then to 40K, right? And that's very possible, like legit. I told you guys many times, right? That we will see a 100K Bitcoin towards the end of the year in 2024. Okay, a 100K Bitcoin, right? And I really do believe in 2025 we're gonna see Bitcoin reach a new all-time high of 200K, maybe even up to 250K, maybe even up to 300K, right? That's very, very possible for Bitcoin. Okay, I've been telling us that many times, right? And you guys can clearly see right down here, right? It's indicating that we are in fact in a buy zone. Right, we are in fact in a buy zone, guys. Okay, still, even though yes, Bitcoin has in fact been pumping for the past few months, right? We saw around 7 months ago, back in November, when Bitcoin was at like 15K, 16K, right, and now it's at 30K, right? So it's gone up, over $10,000, like $15,000. So it's still a great buy, guys. Even though yes, Bitcoin has in fact been pumping slowly right throughout 2023, especially the beginning of 2023 in January when we saw it pump for the very first time in a long time. It's still a great buy, guys. We are still in the buy zone. You guys understand, Bitcoin is nowhere near its previous all-time highs. Okay, so it's still a great opportunity to stack more Bitcoin, or start to still stack more Bitcoin, right? It really is. Don't forget that, guys. Okay, and one more chart that I want to show you guys is the potential bull flag formation, right? We know I showed you guys a chart yesterday about a bull flag, and usually when bull flags do in fact form, we do in fact have a breakout from that, right? And that's exactly where potentially Bitcoin is going to be heading, right? So potentially we're going to be heading up to $38,000, like I said. Okay, and we could start that level. I think it's going to break $40,000, and of course $42,000, $45,000, and it's just going to keep going up from there, guys. So it's looking pretty good for Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin is still holding up very well. So that is obviously amazing to see, and this could potentially happen for Bitcoin in the next upcoming few weeks, not months, weeks. So be excited for that, guys. Now, since Bitcoin is in fact pumping, obviously July as a new month, and Bitcoin is up 1.9%, pretty much 2%. So this is amazing to see, right, for Bitcoin. And I told you guys that usually this month, it could be, potentially a good month for Bitcoin, because July, usually Bitcoin does perform pretty well. You guys can see in previous years, Bitcoin has performed absolutely amazing, right? Even just last year when we were in fact in a bear market, and we know that year was terrible. But in July, we did in fact see a 16% pump, over 16% pump, almost 17%. But as of right now, it's kind of at 1.9%. So it's looking pretty good for Bitcoin, right? But guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Whoops. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I will obviously keep you guys updated if we do in fact see Bitcoin continue to break above this 31K level, or we could potentially see it break down to $30,000. We will see, time will tell. But hopefully, fingers crossed, this is the moment where we actually see Bitcoin pump up to the upside to $32,000. Okay, and we'll just continue on from there on. But we will see, time will tell. Personally, I think hopefully, fingers crossed, it does pump and continues. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Give a thumbs up, subscribe. More videos will in fact be coming your way today, so stay tuned for that, and I'll catch you guys all in my next video. Have a blessed day, guys.